Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Mabo Tofu. So, as you can see, I've moved to another place once again. But don't worry, I'll be making the videos in the exact same way. So the dish of the day, Mabo Tofu, is actually not Japanese at all, but it's very Chinese. But I decided to make this video because one, it was requested for someone a while back ago, but also this is some dish that a lot of people in Japan make at home, and it is kind of incorporated in our culture already. And for this you do need a special ingredient called Toban-Djan, which is a chili bean sauce. It's a mixture of chili and special beans, and it has been fermented. But this can also be substituted easily with other chili sauce such as like cilantro. Other than that, this is a very easy dish to make, and so I hope you give it a try. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for Mabo Tofu. I have here about 100 grams of minced pork. If you can't eat pork for a religious reason, then you can of course use minced beef. And then for the flavor, I have here a piece of ginger, a clove of garlic, scallion or green onion, and then of course tofu. I personally like to use silken tofu, which is this very soft tofu, but I think a lot of people also make this with firm tofu. But it's just a personal preference thing. You can of course use any kind of tofu for this. And then for frying, I have here sesame oil. It doesn't have to be sesame oil, but I personally prefer it because it's got really nice aroma to this. And for the seasoning, I have here chili bean sauce, or in Japanese or Chinese called Toban-Djan. It's better to have this chili bean sauce because it's kind of like the key ingredients for the Mabo Tofu. But if you don't have this, you can also substitute it with sriracha sauce or any kind of chili sauce. And then a little bit of pepper, miso, soy sauce, and I also here have a little bit of starch to make the sauce creamier. Then let's start cooking. First, I'm gonna cut up the scallion. So I'm gonna take the bottom off. Just gonna cut into here a little bit so that the piece will be smaller. And then just gonna cut into small pieces. And then I'm gonna take a little bit for the garnish at the end, and the rest we're gonna fry them. So this may seem quite a lot of scallion, but I like to put a lot of scallion in it because they shrink, but also they give a lot of umami to the flavor. Then let's prepare the ginger and garlic. Garlic, I'm just gonna put the bottom off. And I also recently found out that you can just put the garlic like this with skin on, in a garlic smasher, and then just press like this. And then you have here smashed garlic, and then skin will stay on the inside. You can just do that much easier. And then we're gonna do the same thing for ginger. Cut the kind of like dry part off, then take off the skin. I'm just gonna cut it in half because it's a bit hard to press ginger in the smasher. Then that's done for that. Then I also need to cut up the tofu. So they're swimming in water like this usually, so I'll get rid of that water. And then for today, I'm gonna use half of it. So this is about 300 grams, then just half of it, so about 150 grams of tofu. So this is very soft, so be very careful. So I'm gonna cut this in half like this, and then just kind of into small diced pieces. Oops. Just like that, then let's start frying. Before we start frying, I'm gonna warm up the tofu. So in a boiling water, I'm gonna put in the tofu like here, right here. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it'll just kind of make it easier so that at the end you don't have to cook too much or mix too much, and let the tofu have its shape. We're gonna fry the ingredients now. Then I'm gonna turn the heat to medium. In a pan, I'm gonna put in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Once the pan is heated, I'm gonna put in the ginger and the garlic. And then right away, I'm gonna put in the scallion. And then here, I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of the chili bean sauce. 1 and 2. It's important to heat up the chili sauce first because that'll just kind of bring out the flavor much more. And then in this, I'm gonna put in the minced pork. And then once everything is good fried, I'm gonna put in up here a little bit under a cup of water. Then in this, I'm gonna grate in a little bit of pepper. And then here, I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of miso paste. And then another 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. In this, I'm gonna put in the tofu now. I'm gonna drain this with colander and put these tofu right in here. Try not to break the pieces. And then just kind of mix it without break the pieces right here. So I want to make this sauce a little bit creamier, so I'm gonna put in here 1 tablespoon of water and a teaspoon of starch. Get a good mix. And then I'm gonna put it in around here. Try not to break the tofu pieces. So this is finished. I'm gonna turn the heat off and put this on a plate. And then I'm gonna put the scallion at the end as a garnish. Then this is finished. Let's eat. Oh, this looks so delicious. Let's eat. Itadakimasu. Oh, this smells so amazing. Itadakimasu. Perfect. Oh, so good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is such an amazing combination. So the meat giving a good umami to it, and just with the flavor of miso and the Toban-Djan, the chili sauce, and then this tofu is kind of giving a mild flavor to it. And of course, to eat this with chopstick is really almost impossible. In Japan or in China, they use what's called renge, but I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use a regular spoon, and of course you can do that as well. And this matches rice so great. We also sometimes make what's called Mabo Don, putting this over rice. Great combination to go with rice. Like this. So good. Oh, I just kind of swallow that. Oh, so delicious. Gosousama. Oh, that was so delicious. So as you saw, making this Mabo Tofu is actually really not that difficult. So it might be a little bit difficult to get hold of that chili bean sauce, the Toban-Djan, but you can substitute this with other chili sauce like cilantro. It might not have the same kind of authenticity to it, but it'll still have that good flavor. If you don't like it too spicy, then you might want to put a little less of that, or if you want to have it really spicy, then you can add extra chili to it as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button, and if you have any requests or questions, please feel free to write anything in the comments below. I'm always so happy to hear your feedbacks. Then, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye!